Skinz League basketball, it's the KREW and Team Heavy as we inch closer to setting up Sunday's final leg of this tournament. And the Heavy on the board first. They'll shoot to the basket at our broadcast left. The KREW, who we just saw back the other direction, there's a foul. And a two-shot foul upcoming. 2-0 early. 18 seconds having gone by.
Gerardo left some big shoes to fill. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Well, I meant mainly because your feet are so freaking large. No, but seriously, he did a good job. And when I sit down after him, I can back up here about 7 or 8 inches and still do fine. So, what a crazy ending to that last game. Man, was it number 4 Mello that put that shot in?
Good question. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I think it was. This crazy turnaround jumper to put the game into OT. That was sharp.
Team Heavy with the basketball, and there's a shot from the left side of the lane at the hash mark. No good. Long rebound tapped out. A long three, and that long rebound knocked out of bounds. And it'll go to the KREW.
That was a sweet shot. 5-2 our score, 18-18. Mark of the game, and the Heavy in for strong move for number 40. Make it a 1-point game. Nice effort by number 20 to stay with that play to get the 2 points. Put the KREW up 7-4. The steal down court to number 22, and not quite in, but did pick up the foul on that one.
7-4, our score here early. 2.5 minutes having gone by here in this opening quarter, or the opening half rather. 2 20-minute halves. Team Heavy and the KREW, and one more game to be played here on this floor.
I thought it was interesting that Skinner was telling us what was interesting to him was seeing that the small ball taking it to these big guys, and the Heavy's going to have to lean on some small ball in this game here as well.
9-4, KREW on top.
The KREW has got to be gassed after that last game.
Yeah, and this game was supposed to start at 6, but they wanted to go ahead and get playing.
And they do not mess around here, do they? Nice pass.
But, that could be also a helpful thing that, they don't have to get loose.
They definitely, yeah, they're still warm, that's for sure. The first time to see the Heavy. Couldn't get that one to fall. Oh, he definitely traveled there. Got caught up and lost handle of the ball. They run an incredibly tight ship here. Do a great job, and makes for a fun experience. Those that came and bought a ticket and stayed all day, seen some good basketball. You can move around. If one of the games doesn't appeal to you, you can hop over and catch whatever the hot game is. So
3 at a time.
Neat way to do that. One of my favorite things as a kid growing up was going to Texas Stadium and watching high school playoff football.
Stay all day.
Get a ticket 9 in the morning, stay till 9 or 10 at night. It's so great because you see a whole city come in and sit in the stands, and then they all leave and they all come in together, and there's nothing
see
quite
all
like
the
it.
school colors.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
So great.
I had the privilege of calling a couple of games from Jerry World during the playoffs. One was a state championship game, and Call the game at Reliance Stadium where the Houston Texans play. And that was a state semifinal game.
I've yet to see a game at Reliant. I've heard it's beautiful.
It is. It's a neat place. It's not near as cool as Jerry World because it's Houston and it's the Texans. And
Just wondering if we're going to get that.
well,
The stadium itself is beautiful.
it's all right.
Was it
Now
open?
that I think
was
about it,
was
it's
the roof
all right.
open? They had it
No, it
closed?
wasn't that night. Had to go down on the field before the game and check it out. It was really cool experience.
Now, I have kicked a field goal in Jerry World.
In Jerry World,
Okay, I back that back. I take that
Or
back.
Texas
I'm so
Stadium.
old school. I guess it was Texas Stadium. You're right. It was Texas Stadium.
Yeah.
I know it. Sorry. If I would kick a field goal, I think in Jerry World, I'd hit the Jumbotron, the Jerrytron.
A hard start here for the Crew as they're up by 10, 18-8. Team heavy. With the ball movement, a pass across the lane to the left corner. He fumbles it out of bounds, a turnover. (18-8) is our score. The Crew with the lead in the basketball, shooting to the basket at our broadcast right. Little step back, right of the lane. He knocked it down.
The game before this, we were just talking about the double overtime game. Well, the Lions, were they from San Antonio?
They were San Antonio.
What was I saw you get the post-game interview. What was the story with that young man?
Well, he's played before, obviously, and there's a three. And right
Way
now,
down.
shooting the lights out is the Crew. A timeout, team heavy. Young man has played before, played with that team, and played a prep school. But his grandmother had passed away, so he took some time off. Didn't play basketball for about a year, and he's just now getting back in with that team. So that's sort of his story. He's a pass-first point guard.
He's smooth.
Likes
very,
to
very
distribute the ball instead of scoring the ball.
smooth. Monster jam on court number 2. Rim rocker. Wish we could cut over there and had cameras on all the courts. Someday. Or we could send our drone over there. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
You don't think so?
I don't
This
know.
is not
If it's, I don't know if it's
drone-friendly place?
legal. I don't know how legal that is.
Legal
The
schmeagle.
antennas
Come
and-
on.
Well, I know how,
Come on.
based on your politics, legal
Just,
being
it's
legal.
relative.
Legalese is not it's important at all. Unless you're from Mexico.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
Just saying.
Hey.
That's 23-8, 15-point advantage for the Crew.
Now, are these guys the heavy or the heavy?
Team heavy,
Team heavy.
Team
and
heavy.
The Crew.
or just the Crew.
Team
We're gonna call them Crew or the Crew.
No. It's clearly the Crew.
It is, but for our purposes,
Purposes?
we have a purpose. 15-point advantage here for the Crew. Baseline drive and a foul, a little bit of body as Team Heavy was making their drive along that baseline. .13 lead for the Crew. And a foul away from the basket as he was attempting to make his move. Too overzealous that time, the defender. Mello with a basketball on that right wing. Bounce pass underneath and a good job getting back and knocking that ball away, but the Crew's still able to control it. Ball ends up in the hands of number 22 for a left wing three, and he buries it. 16-point advantage, the largest of the game.
That's been a sweet spot for the Crew. That spot on the floor, they have been draining those threes.
Now look at the basketball right back after the block.
There it is again.
Up ahead, he'll fire a deep three from that left wing, no good.
I got lulled to sleep
Offensive
there.
rebound, this time another shot for three, and this one's short. Good offensive rebound and a touch pass underneath for the easy bucket. 18-point advantage, 28-10, Ben with the bucket. That time for the Crew. There's a three. No good, and the rebound knocked out of bounds on a pass out. It looked like, well, no. Team Heavy will retain possession.
Okay, Team Heavy and Anderson basketball. Any idea what the Anderson's all about? Is it people in Anderson are generally more?
I don't know. Maybe they all played there, and that's the
heavy.
They had those jerseys.
Is gravity greater in Anderson, Oklahoma? Maybe.
Yeah, it's a good question, and I don't think I have an answer for it.
Would you like a trivia question about Oklahoma and Oklahoma City in particular?
I sure
would.
You know that it's a 20-point lead, 30-10 right now.
I learned that Oklahoma is the drone development capital of the world, and robotics, but mainly for drone technology. I didn't know why. I thought, why in the world would Oklahoma be that?
I know. Why would Oklahoma do anything positive?
The geographic location of Oklahoma made it perfect back in the 50s and 60s for intercontinental ballistic missiles. It was the point where they couldn't reach. So it was a safe spot.
It was also safe because, who wants to go to Oklahoma?
Okay, well, I'm going to go there. But anyway, I'm just a key tidbit for the day. Your drone tidbit for the day.
It's 5 straight points here for Team Heavy, and they've cut that deficit to 15. Now a steal by Heavy. 2-on-1. Cross court to his teammate in the paint, and he is able to get it out. And there's a 3 left it short. That's a tough spot right there. You got to get one towards the basket when you're that close. And on a miniature run here when you've trailed by as much as 20. We'll dump off. There's Ben. Right block. Turns over that right shoulder. And strong finish.
Nice pass.
A pass up ahead and a good finish right there. Good catch. 15-point advantage for KREW, 32-17.
That was a
drive by Ben. He gets to the basket.
Nice.
Around and out. An opportunity there at an old-fashioned three-point play, but could not get the ball to fall. He'll go to the line for a pair.
That beautiful cross-court pass was a little reminiscent of Dak Prescott. Jason Witten right down the seam. Cowboys are about to play the Indianapolis Colts. 3rd preseason of the game for them tonight, and I'm anxious to see Jalen Smith. First action since that horrific knee injury. You got to be pulling for a kid like that. They say he is has one of the most contagious attitudes around. Jamie, you know firsthand about that with the Cowboy Cast that you do. You and Mike Fisher do such a great job of the Cowboy Cast.
Thank you very much. By the way, it's on iTunes. Cowboys Starcast. Cowboys Starcast on iTunes, as well as CowboysHQ.com and CowboysSportsRadio.com.
Nice three-pointer from number 12, who happens to be sporting what look like Zubas. Did you have some Zubas back in?
I did not.
Oh, come on.
Again, that's Cowboys Starcast. Starcast, all one word.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, don't look now. It's a 12-point advantage here for the KREW, who led by 20 at one point. And it's a 12-4 run. And that 3 and the bucket, as Ben is fouled, gets the kind bounce.
Ben took that one on the chin.
And now has a chance at the 4-point opportunity.
Okay, so I have another name uniform question. I guess these guys sport whatever name they want on their back. I don't know if that's his first name. I don't know if that's his last name. Is it kind of like Wong Zhu to where you put Wong on the back?
I think that's Japanese or Chinese. It's like Yu Darvish. His first name isn't Yu.
So it's Darvish Yu?
I don't know if that's the case, but I know his first name isn't Yu.
Me?
Yu. Exactly. 38-22, 16-point game, and now it's a 13-point game. Little run here by Team Heavy to end this first half, as we approach the end of this first half, as we're close to the 6-minute mark of the half. Good ball movement. The KREW ends up with a little left-handed floater inside. Offensive rebound, knocked away, and the KREW able to come away with it. And it goes out of bounds along the far sideline.
we got a referee off on the next court, or he's got a conversation going over here.
I'm hungry.
You are?
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Man, there's some good places here in Oklahoma City. I know a few of them. It's where my daughter graduated from.
Where are we going to eat?
I'll always take care of you, my son.
Well, where? I mean, where are we going, though? Name some. Name some of the... What are the places that you remember here?
All right, if you want a really good burger, you want to go to Johnny's. I think it's called Johnny's. I think you'll really like it. They got a good all-beef burger.
Johnny Reno's?
No. It's just called Johnny's. And then the Japanese place called Tokyo Grill. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Good job there. And last but not least, probably where we're going to go is a Mexican food place whose name escapes me at the moment. I think it's something starts with an A. Right like that.
Abuelitos?
Something like that. Close.
Abuelos?
No. Not a chain.
Abel's?
I think it's Arby's.
Asuncion. It's an 11-point game, 40-29. This was a 20-point lead at 30-10. And it's a 19-10 run here by Team Heavy. KREW in possession of the basketball with that lead. And now a near turnover, and it is taken away. Heavy will push it up the right side of the floor into the front court. Finds a cutter, driving to the lane. He lays it up and in, and this thing's down under 10. Basketball, a game of runs, and we're seeing one right now from Team Heavy as it's 40-31. Timeout KREW. We'll take one with them. Back right after this. .30 out of the timeout. 3:50 left to go for the first half. It's KREW with the lead and the possession. Shooting to the basket again in our broadcast right. A right wing three, back rim no good. Mello too strong. Now Team Heavy drives, a little Euro step, no good, but he's fouled along the right side of the floor. And two-shot foul upcoming, a chance to get this thing down to 7.
Did you think you were going to be calling Mello's game today when you got up?
I didn't.
I'm telling you, never know where E-play is going to take you, my friend.
And a game that looked like it could get out of hand early for Team Heavy. They're now down here 40-32. KREW was incomplete and total control of this one early. And now knocking right on the door, trailing by 8 after the second foul shot no good, is Team Heavy 40-32. Into the front court goes the KREW, and they're going to call it a foul on the floor, no shot. Inbound right in front of us, swung cross court on the far side of the floor, and that one's knocked out of bounds, a turnover. Team Heavy gets the ball back, trailing by 8. .40-32. 2 minutes to go for the half. A long two is no good. The rebound knocked out of bounds off Team Heavy. No points that trip.
All right, Jamie, I need you to explain this to me. Where in the greater wisdom of the NFL do they feel like it's smart to black out a Cowboys-Colts game in Oklahoma?
Well, probably because it's on local television or something here. And if it's on local television, it's not blacked out. It's just blacked out on your NFL ticket package thing on your phone.
Why do you always have the right answer?
Because it's probably on local TV. Now, if you're not in this area, like if you're in, you know, California or something, it would pull right up.
All right.
First foul shot is no good, so it stays an 8-point game. Second foul shot upcoming here from Moot. And he knocks that one down. 9-point advantage here for the Crew, 41-32. Under a minute to play for the half. Heavy into the front court. Driving into the body of the defender and dribbling it off his left foot out of bounds. Costly turnover is a chance here for the Crew to kind of make a miniature run to close this half and get this thing back up to double digits. A drive, a shot blocked, no good. Gets it back. A pass out to a cutter. And a cutting teammate unable to get the shot to go, but he's fouled. (41-32), 9-point game. And I guess we have some free throws upcoming here, but we need to get some moisture on the floor wiped up. And the first foul shot is good here for the Crew.
They're desperately trying to get the clock stopped as it ticked down.
10-point advantage here for the Crew, 42-32.
All of a sudden you got 10 scorekeepers letting her know what's wrong with the clock. I noticed they're playing some of your iPod playlist here.
Splitting the foul shots. 20 seconds to go for the half. A drive, and there's an easy bucket there. Oh, 42-34. That one right in front of us. And toss up ahead for the Crew. No good. Heavy with a chance to close strong.
Defensive hustle.
Almost stolen away. 3 seconds left. A shot at the buzzer and in and out. No good. Mello almost got another one to go down for the Crew as the buzzer sounds. But nonetheless, a good first half, 42-34. A 20-point advantage. Somewhat evaporating for the Crew. They led 30-10 at one point. And a 24-12 run by Team Heavy to close that first half. And it's a ball game as we go to the second half. Skinz League basketball on Players Revolution TV, a production of Players Revolution Media and Players Revolution Sports. Stay tuned.
I don't know if it's because this is turned up so much, but it sounds like you're distorting a little bit when you raise your voice up so
There's a crappy headphone. I'm really having a hard time doing this right now, man.
Buddy, can you tell me any more about that? What's the latest?
Don't know anything. Yeah, I mean, he just went to bed last night and didn't wake up. I'm hoping that, yeah. that it's not. He's been sober for about a year, and I'm hoping that he didn't. Yeah. Yeah, but he's also big into fitness and working out and stuff, and he drinks a lot of energy drinks, and I'm hoping it's not like it is hard. I mean, if it is, I'd rather that be the issue than him going and overdosing on something, or I don't know. It's just really surreal right now. It's just like,
One of my frustrations is I pay for the NFL Rewind. We're talking about a preseason game. They're going to black it out to some of their biggest fans. I mean, I get the blackout rule, but I just think it's kind of short-sightedness that gets them behind the curve when it comes to the future of broadcast.
you guys want this one for a minute? I just need to.
Hey, Ryan. Yeah. I think it's us. What's that?
If you don't mind, I'm struggling, dude.
Second half about to start. The KREW and Team Heavy. 42-34. The KREW on top, but Team Heavy's come back strong, made it a game. So we'll see how the second half turns out. Jamie Horton stepping away just a little bit. Charles Gaines sitting in his seat, and I'm trying to get Ryan Gerardo to come join us. Number 30 on the Heavy.
Hey.
Good to see you, Ryan.
Sorry about that.
Nice steal, number 13 in for the layup. Puts the KREW up 42-34. The KREW's been in control of this game almost from the opening tip, as I deftly tap the ball back into play.
Heroically.
Yes, exactly. But Team Heavy came back and made it a bit of a game right there before half. Having said that, the KREW is picking up right where they left off. And
Steph Curry dribbles the ball up.
we could just create pro avatars for every player.
We could.
Would call a game a lot better, I think.
You cannot deny that that's exactly what this guy's going for, though. Number 30 with the Warrior shorts.
I'm afraid you're right. It's,
This is Steph.
what number is Steph? Is he 30?
30.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey, well,
Does Steph like free throw?
whatever works, right?
Absolutely.
I asked Jamie if he thought this morning when he woke up he'd be calling a game with Melo in it, and he said he did not.
Well, really, we did have Jeremy Evans, and that's been pretty impressive so far.
Yeah, he's probably got like 0% body fat.
Oh, yeah, none. None at all. He was throwing him down left and right. I believe he's in action over there on the other.
I know,
on
and I'm
the
having
court.
a hard time not checking that game out over there. I was kind of hoping he'd be back on court number one.
Well, as long as they win, we'll see him again. And somebody is up by 1 million. It is Jeremy Evans' team over there.
That's a good bet.
Yes. So we'll see him again, maybe, if they play tonight.
I want to say we've only got one more game left tonight.
Is this the 6 o'clock game?
Yes, apparently they moved it up. They're so
Okay.
efficient here. They're early.
Wow. I have never been at an event that was running early. Never, ever.
Plenty of them where you're waiting for the team to show up.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yep, we need Chris Skinner to put on a tutorial.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the crew is trying to recreate the separation they once held. Of course, we see a foul down here on
You
the
know,
other
I'm
end.
not even going to attempt to do play-by-play like Jamie. I think we should just do two color guys. What would it sound like if two color guys, not two colored guys,
Two
but
color
two
guys.
color announcers? Yeah,
Two
well,
color guys.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it would be rough. It will be rough.
These refs have taken a little bit of heat today, but some of them have been going since early this morning.
Well, you know, I think that when tempers have flared, they've done a really good job of addressing concerns and helping to calm things down. I'm not going to say they've made every call right, but wow, excellent pull up there by the crew. They haven't done everything perfectly, but they've done a lot of things pretty well overall. Ooh.
There goes Steph again.
Man, those handles, those really are Steph-esque handles.
How about Seth? Talk to me a little bit about Seth.
Seth is exciting.
Is it
Seth
too
is,
much for Maverick
property.
fans to get their hopes up that he can be, I don't know, 20, 50% what his brother is?
Yeah. Say 50%.
I don't know. Just tell me what
Best case,
average Mavericks fan should think. I mean, is he?
I would say that they
He's
should
still
be
got
very.
room to grow, does he not?
He does. They should be very excited about him. Yes, if he takes another step forward this year as he did last year, you're going to be looking at a really good player, a really
Now,
really
do you
solid
see,
player.
Lineups with Seth and Smith on the court at the same time.
Yes,
That's pretty exciting.
yes. I think
Let
you
Smith
could.
run the court and let Seth play
Spot
two guard.
up. Yeah.
Spot up. That would be sweet.
That would be awesome.
Nice pass for the open dunk.
Yep, that is a clinic on how you suck the defense in and then distribute. Really well done there. It's also an opportunity for a really embarrassing moment if your drop step vertical is not quite what it used to be.
He says from personal experience.
Believe me.
Do you know anything about Anderson? Is it Anderson, Oklahoma? Is it
I don't.
sponsored by Lynn Anderson? Is it, any idea? Arthur Anderson?
Renewal by Anderson does a lot of sponsorships that I've come across. So perhaps this is Anderson himself. This is his team right here, maybe.
Could be. We had fun at the Mo Williams Center. That was an interesting venue.
It was. This place is, you know, per square foot, maybe not quite as nice, but overall, for a facility this size, it is very high quality.
I would say that one of the biggest differences is this one is definitely set up for fan viewing, where I thought the Mo Williams Center is really almost all about
It's training,
and
but
drill.
which is so unfortunate to me because it has a real game floor. It has a floating,
yeah, it's beautiful.
arena floor. That's a game floor right there. That's you want to show that off.
I don't know if the crew's getting a little sloppy right now, but there's a lot of open looks.
Yeah.
And
And they might be
Team
tired
Heavy
too.
Yeah, and Team Heavy, they should be worn out.
They're coming off a double overtime game that they lost. Of course, even fortunate to have played with an over-the-shoulder three-point buzzer beater that we called prior to this game.
There's rumors on the street that his eyes were closed. I'm not sure if he even saw
It
the
could have
shot.
been. You know, there are times, at least when I'm playing basketball, that having more time hurts me. Like, when it's just an automatic fluid motion, it's better. And there was a guy that said that that's the only way he makes 3-pointers is when he shoots them as a turnaround.
You can't think about it. Yeah.
Exactly, you can't think about it when you're turning around like that.
Nice.
It's effortless.
54-46, 12:41 left. And Team Heavy continues to hang in there.
They are certainly underdogs, but taking advantage of a tired opponent and at the same time getting it done themselves. But you can't afford to blow one like that.
No.
Unless you get it right back.
Those are the killers.
Yes, they are. Ooh! Excellent block.
I told Jamie the number 12 was sporting Zubas. And I said, "Do you remember Zubas?" And he said, "No, he didn't own any Zubas." Yeah,
what are Zubas?
Zubas are probably before your time. I don't know what came over us, but it was this crazy baggy tie-dye pattern thing. They were real popular. And,
what year?
Okay, let me just say this.
What year? What time frame?
If I just say Rex Wando, does that tell you all you need to know?
Yep. Okay. Understood.
That's Zubas.
Rex Wando.
They're kind of a combination of, I don't know, I guess kind of MC Hammer pants and pajamas. And we all had them, and they were connected with Velcro.
So you owned a pair?
A couple. They were really comfortable. Rex Wando reference and military cannabis rules again. Nice.
Oh, what a look! What a look!
Pass to the cutting number 22.
Drop step vertical, not a problem there.
Well, look now, but it's 54-48.
Yeah, it is. Team Heavy's hanging in there, remaining a factor. You know, I was we were commenting the last game.
There it is,
wow.
right there. Oh, and you missed the bunny. And they've got it.
Cannot
Now
afford
we're
to
talking
keep
about a
letting those
4-point
happen.
game.
If they just make their layups, they're winning this
I
game.
want to believe that Heavy was down by 20-something at one point.
My goodness.
And now we've got a 4-point game. 10 minutes left in the game.
Well, logically, the KREW probably is running on fumes by now. But still, this should be a game they win. What I was going to say is earlier when Jamie and I were broadcasting the previous game, we noticed the one downfall of the KREW is their lack of perimeter shooting.
Yes.
It's a glaring issue for them, and but playing physical ball takes a toll on you. You know, every time you back in and bump off of somebody, it's a little bit taxing. So I can definitely understand being tired right now. Plus, we only play whoa, fantastic block.
Oh man.
Plus, when you only play between the 3-point lines, the court's a lot shorter, so you don't have to do as much running. Seen the KREW get back out by 8, trying to draw a charge there.
It was smart of number 12 to reset.
Yes, it was. Ooh.
Oh my God, he is sleeping, man. Are you sleeping?
Have a debate.
We'd have to go back and look at the tape on that one.
KREW argues it was a trip, and Anderson is pretty sure it was a slip. We'll review and get back.
One of the things I have noticed about this leagues like this and whatnot is there is a need for the towel boy
There is. I was telling Jamie that earlier, that I could have a role here. Wow, that's a nice looking shot right there.
From a lefty.
See, this is where my time with the Mavericks, they could pull me out of retirement. I can get out there and make sure this thing is dry.
Is that still on your resume?
Actually, it is.
By the way,
you go to my LinkedIn page.
Congratulations are in order. Our very own Ryan Gerardo has been named Innovator. What's the actual title? The Innovator of the Year Award.
Undergraduate Innovator of the Year at UNT.
So. UNT. So congratulations on a job well done.
I apprate that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Mean Green. They still call themselves the Mean Green?
Yes, absolutely.
Mean Green, Innovator of the Year. The work that you put in on Players Revolution and ePlay is really inspiring, and so congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that, but that doesn't happen. We are nowhere without our great team, and I feel like we're devolving into a love fest here, but Charles, you've done some great work for us.
I was just thinking about how much of our great dream team is on the beach right now.
Yeah, a substantial portion.
Nice.
Wow, that was a laser of a lob. Normally you see lobs being really lofted up there, and in that case it was
on a line.
Yeah.
4-point game again, 7 minutes left, and Heavy continues to hang in there. Oh, he got the sweet roll. Very friendly.
Very, very fortunate.
Big Ben, number 20.
Very
right back at him. 12 from 3, in and out, but it's tipped back in and out again. Seth Curry with the rebound and the drive. Back to number 12 for the layup.
That was a great look there by Mr. Curry.
I think if you're the Crew, you got to be feeling a little bit. I mean, these guys just will not die.
Yeah, they keep coming at you.
This is very much the mental game for the Crew.
Yes. Yes, it certainly is, especially on the heels of such a really unfortunate defeat. I mean, well, you hate to see a team lose after battling through 2 overtimes.
Oh, and the team you were playing sure looks like one of the teams that might be in the finals.
Yeah.
The San Antonio Lion.
That is a solid squad right there.
I really pay to see the Lion match up with
Jeremy Evanstein.
Yellow. Yeah.
Something
squad.
S.
The S squad.
Squad.
S squad.
S squad.
S squad. It's like you have a stutter. S squad.
You sure it wasn't squad S?
I don't know. I think it was S, but I could be wrong. Kept thinking Suicide Squad. That's what I was thinking.
Nice behind the back dribble and that was phenomenal vision there.
Could that have been a lob?
Good finish. What's that?
Could that have been finished off as a lob?
It could have. It could have, depending on who was the receiver.
The Crew up by 3, trying to extend their lead. But the Heavy just will not let them. Here we come again, right past the scorer's bench. Number 10 behind the back and up.
Trying to get fancy.
Off the glass. I don't know if that was planned or lost the handle. I don't know if we need the Benny Hill theme for the last 30 seconds or what. It got kind of crazy for a while. The timeout called with just under 5 minutes left. The Crew up 63-60. You're listening to Players Revolution Sports Radio, sponsored by ePlay. Back to play. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left. The Crew, Mello drives, strong to the bucket. Count it with a foul. That was a big boy's play right there.
That was, man. He finished through a substantial amount of contact.
That he made his mind up that he was going and nothing was stopping him.
Also have to say, props to the defender. He really could have taken him out there, and he laid off
he
even
backed
after committing the foul, knowing he committed the foul. Yeah.
See, we've been in leagues where I think the guy goes after him at that point.
I think he does.
Just takes him out.
I think he does. And that's unnecessary. Just plain mean.
Way from the corner. I mean, totally out of sight. Number 22 to Heavy. Buried the three-pointer. Bring it back to a three-point game.
Awkward fall there.
Foul on number 32.
End of the game for Anderson. Number 30, Steph Curry.
Curry.
Could be the voice of Oracle. Just saying.
Number 20 from the corner for three, and it's in and out. Rebound. The Heavy looks to get it underneath three for the first time and for 2 points. Number 30 puts it
We
in.
have a 1-point game.
They've climbed the mountain, friends, all the way back. And the KREW is just hanging by a thread at the moment. Kick out to number 22, way downtown. And here come the Heavy.
Yes, here they come, shooting for the lead.
Been waiting to do that the whole game.
There it is.
Oh, you missed the layup, but followed through.
Tipped and
And the
followed.
bench is
Explodes.
going nuts.
Their
as they
bench
take
explodes.
Their first lead of the game.
Wow. Wow.
Good gosh almighty.
That is comeback of the day. And a steal. And dribble down,
he's
pull
gonna
up
take
three.
Oh, that would have just, the bench would have totally erupted.
It would have.
If he had buried that
It
shot.
would have.
Anderson Heavy has come all the way back. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in this game. They're up 67-66. And they may just knock the KREW out of this tournament.
It is, yeah. This is it for them. They must win here.
Oh, 69-66. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this game. And the KREW is going to have to pull one out.
Yes, they are. They are down 3 with about 2 minutes to go. That is not a terrible spot to be, but you got pressure on you for sure.
20 backs him down. In and
Defense
out, back
stands
out,
tall.
kicks out for the three. And it's in and out also. Rebound lost, number 20 with the rebound, up and out, in again on the pogo stick. The Heavy comes away with it.
Now they are going to need to get it across half court here.
Well, the KREW clamped down on the full court pressure. They got bailed out by that call, did they not?
Yes, they did. They did.
We're under 2 minutes. I'm not believing this. They've got a 3-point lead.
It is hard to
on the
believe.
KREW.
And just looking at the faces in the crowd, we're not the only ones that can't believe it.
Inbounds. The clock begins rolling at 1:44 and counting. The Heavy brings it across the timeline, and they call the play out. Shot clock is counting down. The Heavy slows it down.
Sets
No
a
need
high
to rush
screen.
here. Back out to Steph. He's got to take this shot. Oh, nice block. But he stays with it and gets the underneath bucket to go.
That is a 5-point lead
71-66.
with a minute and 20 to go.
Unbelievable.
And that's only a 2. That's only a 2.
That was a sweet shot. They needed that just to stay in it.
It was a great shot, but you take a step back, you knock down a 3. So
Now, do you foul if you're the KREW?
not right now. You got the shot clock on your side.
Well, we just lost the handle right there. That was ill-timed, and the ball is out on the KREW, and it's turned over to the Heavy.
You know, there were times during the last game where the KREW was just excessively aggressive. They go after the rim. They go at the rim non-stop. But there were times during the last game that it probably was a little too much.
Oh, he didn't make it over. I was watching, and he just lost track of the time.
Well,
You cannot do that in that situation.
No, absolutely not. Similar situation on the last play where they got bailed out.
Oh, my goodness. The door has been thrown wide open for the KREW to get back into this.
They're going to have to make a shot.
Yeah, they really are. What you said before, just not being able to hit.
They
distance
cannot
shot.
shoot from deep.
Oh, my goodness. What was that? That looked like Tyron Smith. on a pulling sweep. Number 20, Ben, took out 2 of the heavy defenders and turns to the ref and says, what? Here we go again. 40 seconds left to go in this game.
Ben is physical.
68.
He is a physical player.
Got to make the shot here. Kick out, wide open, pump fake on the outside, and it's off the rim. Rebound back to the crew for 3 again, and it's in.
Fine.
He drops it.
Finally, we got ourselves
71
a
to
tie
71. Under 20 seconds left. Tie game. The heavy comes down for the last shot of the game.
Shot clock is off.
Play is set. Barking out the signal. 7 seconds
They are
left.
shooting for the win.
Number 10 drives to the bucket. Across pass underneath. He loses the handle. It's back up.
And we got a foul.
We got a foul. What are they going to call?
That's a shooting foul.
Oh man, the heavy is going to get to win this game.
They're gonna shoot for the win.
To win the game at the free throw line.
They'll have 2 shots to win the game.
Crew cannot believe it. Would they possibly get knocked out by a free throw?
It is
Crazy.
a real possibility at this point. It's a real possibility.
Wow. You know, really, this is great value to come out and see a game like this. I mean, that's what's so exciting about this, and giving a platform to these kind of guys who just play their hearts out.
Yep. I mean, these guys have a lot left in the tank, you know, and we see it out here on the court when you get a D-League quality experience watching these games for pennies on the dollar to get in. It's incredible. It's for the win.
Number 40 on the line, literally, and it's short. It's short.
He's got one more,
One last.
and number 13, Moo, is letting him know that there's a little pressure on him right here. he's just letting him know, hey, I'm back here, and
everybody in the gym is on this play, and he
And
switches
that's it.
The heavy Anderson comes all the way back. The takedown to Crew, 72 to 71,
a free throw.
in a fantastic game. It's still total blowout. Poor Jamie had to call a horrible blowout. The game turned on a dime.
When I
And for the heavy to
step
take-
onto the when I
You're
move
magical.
into the booth,
You are
I'm telling you.
magical. So here's the deal. You will be at every Maverick game this season. I don't care if we have to drag you out there.
I don't know. The team I'm cheering for doesn't necessarily always win. It's just entertaining. Of course, I guess that's all we're looking for
And
this
I'm
year.
taking you to the Ranger games as well.
Just make it
you
fun.
did. You went the other night and they won.
They won.
Man,
Yeah.
good stuff.
Well, it's been a pleasure, sir.
It has been fun. It's tough filling in for Jamie, but
It is-
we did
it
have
is
fun.
tough.
I'm looking forward to him to be back behind the mic here in just a second.
Yes.
But for Jamie Horton, Ryan Gerardo, I am Charles C.W. Gaines, and you're listening to Players Revolution Sports and E-Play on the Air.